What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel Kaufman, and in today's video we are going to take a look at some of the cloud mining contracts we set up on Genesis as well as Hashflare. We are going to be ranking them by profitability, and we are going to buy some more contracts on the ones that rank the highest. Let's jump right into it. We are going to start out by looking at Genesis Mining. Our Bitcoin payouts have progressively gotten lower. Not a lot, but have grown smaller throughout the 5 days that we've had it running. That could be because there's more competition and the difficulty of mining these are increasing over time. Looks like XMR Monero is also decreasing, and we only have one payout from ETH so far. Bring up the calculator, type in the last payout from Bitcoin, which is the smallest one, multiply it by the current price, which is $25.50. 35 cents a day, $75 was our contract, divided by 35.1, which was our payout for yesterday. Our break even is at 213 and 2/3 days. We will make note of that. But this contract is a infinite contract, so it doesn't end like the other two, which are 2-year contracts on Genesis Mining. Last payout on Monero was this amount, and the current price is about 46. We're just going to round it. So we are mining 24.45 cents a day, 83.30 contract, divide by 0.2445. Break even is almost a year, 340 days. That's not looking too good. That only leaves us about a year of profitability on a 2-year contract. And Ether is currently at 304. So we're mining 43 cents a day on a $90 contract. 90 divided by 0.4328. Break even is at 208 days. That is the shortest on Genesis by 5 days over Bitcoin, but it's only a 2-year contract when Bitcoin is a lifelong contract. It just depends on which one we think is going to have more growth in the future. It might be worth it to get the Ethereum contract if you think it has more growth than Bitcoin. I think they're pretty close right now. Let's take a look at Hashflare and see what is going on there. It looks like we are getting fees only for the Bitcoin on Hashflare. No fees on the Ether or Dash contracts that we purchased. Let's start out with the Dash contract. Over 2 days we've been paid out this much. So we'll take the average right there, multiply it by the current price, 183. We are at 41.15 cents a day on a $69.60 contract. Gives us a break even at 169 days. That's only a 1-year contract, so it leaves us a little bit less than 200 days of profitability, which isn't too bad, I guess. And on our 2 days of Ether, we are mining at this rate per day. Multiply that at the 305 current price. 41.46. A little bit less than what we were getting at Genesis, but it is a smaller contract, only $66. And our break even is at 159 days. That leaves us 206 days of profitability on a 1-year contract as opposed to the 2-year contract on Genesis. Definitely more profitable days on the 2-year contract with Genesis. And now let's take a look at the Bitcoin. You can see we are getting fees for Bitcoin maintenance. The SHA-256 has a higher fee than the script maintenance. Take the payout of the 256, subtract the maintenance, and we get a payout of this amount, multiply it by the 25.50 current price of Bitcoin, and we are mining at 26.63 on a $60 contract. And our break even is at 225.3 days on the infinite contract. And on the script payout, we have this amount, subtract the maintenance fee, which is less than the 256 maintenance fee, and we get a payout of this amount, by 25.50, 25.50, and we get a current payout of 34.94 cents a day on a 67.50 contract. Break even is 193. So just based on the quick look, I really like the infinite contracts in Bitcoin on both Genesis and Hashflare. Even though the break even is a little bit further down the road, if either of these websites are operational past the 2 or 1 year contracts that we're getting with ETH or Dash or Monero, it's totally going to be worth investing in Bitcoin for those infinite contracts. Right now, I like the script algorithm on Hashflare because it does have a lower maintenance fee than the SHA-256, and we are currently making about 35 cents a day, which is almost exactly the same as our Genesis contract for a lesser price. So I think we're getting better value by going through Hashflare with that. But I think it is close between first and second with the script maintenance on Bitcoin on Hashflare and the Genesis SHA-256 algorithm. Then comes Ethereum on Genesis, where we are getting over 500 days of profitability, hitting our break even at the current price in 208 days. Then we have a close one between Ethereum and Dash on Hashflare, which are both hitting the break even around the same time and give us more than half of a year of profitability on Hashflare in the 1 year contract. We are going to be reinvesting in the Bitcoin script algorithm on Hashflare. I think that is our best opportunity. We're going to invest in Bitcoin on Genesis as well. We only have the option of the SHA-256 algorithm on Genesis. Then we're going to do Ethereum on Genesis as well because of the 2 year contract. More days of profitability there, even though it is a little bit more expensive than Hashflare. And lastly, we are going to get a new contract in Dash on Hashflare. So we've got those top 4 rounding it out. Let's buy some contracts. Starting out with the script on Hashflare, going to do $1,000 0.4 Bitcoin, verify that transaction, confirmed, head back to Genesis, get that in Bitcoin, and we are going to do 0.3 Bitcoin. Looks like we can't get right in the middle there. We'll do 2 transactions and confirm that transaction. And more Ethereum mining on Genesis. Going to do 0.2 Bitcoin. We'll just do 0.23 and confirm that one. And then we're going to go back to Hashflare and purchase a Dash contract for a little bit less than 0.1 Bitcoin. And lastly, going to get about 0.1 Bitcoin worth of Dash mining on Hashflare. And just like that, today we made a pretty big investment, putting about 1 Bitcoin throughout our cloud mining operations. I'm pretty excited about this. Only time will tell. I will keep updating the videos and letting you know how the mining process goes. We're going to check back here in a couple days after these get set up and we start seeing some numbers come in. Hopefully we can start getting some payouts by then. But this is really fun. If you guys want to check out these websites, the links are down in the video description. I also have promo codes down there that you can use to get some discounts. If you do use those promo codes, I will get a small percentage of that, which will help me out. It will go directly into my Genesis or Hashflare account. I appreciate that if you guys do use those promo codes. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, you enjoyed it, and you want to wish me luck. Thanks for watching today, and I will be back soon with a new video.